Hi, it's Nørgaard. So welcome to my channel if you're new here, or welcome back if you're a returning subscriber. So today I'm doing something new for my channel. I'm doing a hooded eyes do's and don'ts. So before we get into the video, I wanted to say that I am using a new lens for this video, and I find it a little bit tricky to work with. So I hope when I go to edit this video that it's not like out of focus or blurry or anything like that. But yeah, back to the makeup. So I'm doing like a good eye over here, and then I'm doing a bad eye over here. And of course this is not meant to offend anybody. This is simply for you if you have hooded eyes and you find that you try to do your eyeshadow but you don't really like the way it turns out. So I give you some different suggestions for how to work with a hooded eye shape. And my own eye shape is somewhat hooded. It's not truly a hooded eye. Like if I relax my brows, like this is how my eyelids look. So you can see like my eyelid, it does droop down, like almost on top of my lashes, but not quite, especially not in like the inner parts. And also I do have a tendency when I talk to naturally like raise my eyebrows a bit. Like it feels really unnatural for me to have my eyebrows like this, like not raising them at all. It feels really heavy and weird on my face. Also, I wanted to mention that I see so many hooded eyes tutorials on YouTube on people who do not have hooded eyes. Like I have seen people who have eyebrows like this, like their whole lid is almost visible, and they claim it's like a hooded eye. So that is kind of why I wanted to do this video. So I don't want to make this intro too long. I just want to remind you guys to like the video. If you enjoy it, let me know down below what you think of this kind of video. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And if you share this video on your social media, it really helps out my channel a lot. So thank you if you do that. Now I am really done talking, and I'm going to just let you go ahead and watch the little tutorial. Okay, so this is going to be my good eye, and this is going to be my bad eye. And I already have my Milani eyeshadow primer applied. And the eyeshadow palette I'm going to use today is this one by Wet n Wild. It's in the color Cosmic Collision. So I just got this in Germany 2 days ago, so it's brand new. I haven't tried it before. I hope it's good. So I'm going to start out with the color called Transition. It's really like mustard color. Okay, so on the bad side, I'm going to take the color Too Low. So as you can see, my actual crease is like right there. You can see that is right where my eyelid creases. So if you just apply your color in that area, like look at this, when I look straight ahead, you can't see it at all. And also I'm not going to swoop it outwards. I'm going to just follow the natural curve of my eye. So instead what you want to do if you have hooded eyes is you want to apply it right on the hood. So right on this part that kind of droops down on your eyelid. This whole thing. You see how much higher that is compared to this eye? And also you want to swoop upwards and outwards in the outer corner. You don't want to just go straight down. And also another very important thing is that you want to use a matte color for your transition shade, because if you apply a shimmery color, it's going to emphasize the hood and highlight it. So next up for the eyelids, you want to make sure that you use a light and shimmery color if you do have some existing lid space. So for me, when I'm just looking straight ahead, I can see a little bit of my lid, especially in here in the inner part. So if you, like me, have some existing lid space that you can see with your eyes open, you definitely want to highlight that. Use a light shimmery color, make it like protrude as much as possible. So on the bad side, I'm going to use this color. It's like a shimmery bronze. And I'm just going ahead and applying this on the eyelid. And this is not actually a bad color. But if you want to de-emphasize your hooded eyes, it's better to apply something that's lighter than this. You would want to apply something that's lighter than your skin tone and shimmery. If you don't know which color in an eyeshadow palette that you would use for that, you can always use your face highlighter. So on the good side, I'm going to mix the gold with the light shimmery color. And I'm going to apply that on the lid over here. And because this is so light and reflective, it's really going to bring the eyelid forward. So for the brow bone, what you don't want to do is go in with a super light shimmery color like this one in the palette. And you don't want to highlight like the entire brow bone like this. You see how like bringing your brow bone color down too far is really emphasizing the hood. So instead what you want to do is use a matte color that is like close to your skin tone. I think the perfect color for your brow bone if you have hooded eyes would be your face powder. So if you use like a face powder for all over and you also use one for like your concealer, you could use either one of those depending on how bright you want your brow bone to be, but I wouldn't go brighter than that because then you're going to start emphasizing the droopiness of your eyes. So I'm just going to take this little powder by Wet n Wild and I'm just going to apply a little bit of this like right underneath the brow. So then for the outer corner, I'm going to use the darker transition color in the palette. So for the bad side, you again want to apply it just way too low. So I'm applying it all the way out here in the outer corner, but I'm not like bringing it up, you know? You see what I'm doing? And you see how when I have my eyes closed, you can like see where the color is placed. But then when I open it, it looks like really strange. So what you want to do instead is actually go in with a small pencil brush and just kind of draw it on. And again, you want to start on the hood. You don't want to start in the crease. And then you can bring it down and connect it to the eyelid. And you just want to make sure that it points like upwards and outwards. Really lift the eyes. And try and keep your eyes open while you do this, so you can kind of see where the color needs to go. And you also want to focus it mainly in the outer corner. You don't want to bring it into the crease too far because then you're going to lose some of the like pulling up effect in the outer corner. Okay, so next step is highlighting the inner corner. And the inner corner really helps to open up your eyes, and anything that opens up and brightens and lifts your eyes is good if you have hooded eyes. So I would highly recommend using a light shimmery color. So I'm going to take the lightest color again and just apply that right around the tear duct. And then I'm going to use my face powder on the bad side. I'm just applying it in here. This is going to brighten up the eyes some, but not as much as if you were using a shimmery color. Okay, so when it comes to eyeliner, what you don't want to do is go in with just a really thick line, like from the inner corner to the outer corner. And I'm really trying to not just make this super sloppy. And you also don't want to bring the wing up like too early, because then it goes straight into the hood out here and it's gonna look really like wobbly and just uneven. By the way, this is a new eyeliner. I have to get used to it. Okay, so do you see that? It kind of transferred into the crease, and that is what is really likely to happen if you use a lot of liquid eyeliner and you have hooded eyes. And also the wing looks really weird. Like when I close my eyes, like the wing looks okay. I didn't do a great job, obviously, and of course it's smudged, but it looks okay. But then when I open my eye, it looks really weird. Like look at that. Okay, so what I would recommend that you do instead is actually line your upper waterline. So I just got this new Wet n Wild eyeliner. It's supposed to be like a waterproof eyeliner. I have never tried it before, so I hope it works well. So this is uncomfortable, but I'm going to just apply this on the upper waterline. So this just slightly defines your lash line without actually taking up any of your lid space. If you do want to apply a little liquid liner, you can do that, but you have to keep the line as thin as possible. So for the lower lash line, I'm going to take the darker transition color. So I'm just going to apply that kind of heavily and not really blend it. So on the good eye, I'm going to apply the same color, but I'm going to use a small angled brush. And I'm going to stick it in the outer corner and then just slightly bring it inwards. And then I'm going to use the mustard color in the middle here. And I'm not bringing it all the way in like I did over here. I'm going to leave a little space, because if you bring it all the way in, you're going to close off your eyes. And then in here, I'm just going to apply my highlight color. And then I will go in with my pencil brush and just make sure this is blended so it doesn't look super harsh. And then over here in the waterline, I'm going to apply the black. So I'm just, you know, applying it to the waterline. And I'm not going to apply it to the top, so the top looks kind of unfinished. You can see my little, like, little pieces of skin showing through the lash line. And I'm also not going to blend this waterline out with any black eyeshadow or anything. I'm just leaving it like this. So over on my good eye, I'm going to use a light pencil. And when it comes to mascara, I'm not going to curl my lashes on the bad side. I'm just going to go ahead and apply my mascara. So if you don't curl your lashes, if you don't kind of prep them, they're ultimately not going to help your eyes look more open. Now, I have okay curly lashes naturally, but I think most people can benefit from curling their lashes, unless of course you have like a permanent lash curl. Okay, so that's kind of how that eye is looking. So to be fair, I am just going to try and remove these little stains or smudges. Then over on my good eye, I'm going to curl my lashes. And I'm going to apply a lash primer to get the most out of my natural lashes. So yeah, I'm just going ahead and applying this. So while we wait for that to dry, I'm just going to talk about lower lash mascara. I think it's definitely a good idea to apply a little bit of lower lash mascara because it's going to open up the eyes. And that's always a good thing if you have hooded eyes. So over on the bad side, I'm just going to skip lower lash mascara altogether. And then over here, I am going to apply it. Now, I wouldn't recommend applying a ton because it can then drag your eye down, but just a little bit should work well. And now I'm gonna go in and do 2 thin coats of mascara on the top. So that is what 2 layers of mascara looks on top of the primer. And I guess that is basically it. So I really hope you guys can see the difference. So this eye just looks more lifted, it looks a bit more open, it looks brighter. Whereas this eye, like the hood really looks emphasized. So yeah, that was my little guide for how to do eye makeup if you have hooded eyes. And also what I really like about this eye look is that it also looks pretty when you have your eyes closed. Like this eye over here, I don't think it looks that nice like when you close your eyes. So yeah, that's it for today's video. Please let me know what you think about this video down below, and if you have hooded eyes and if you would like more of these kind of tutorials. And also don't forget to give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I upload new videos Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays. So that is it. So thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. So take care and bye bye.